aspect of skateboarding really yet. Start getting into the X Games. Tony Hawk lands the 900 in 1999, and really sort of from there, you have an increase of sports competitive skateboarding as one of, merely one of the things that skateboarding is about, leading up to skateboarding being included in the Olympics. And I'm not sure what the future of that is, whether it's going to be in future Olympics. So, that's all I'm saying. I don't know about that right now. But the point is that skateboarding was in the Olympics, and this is a huge, important event in skateboarding, and also you could say, in a way, in skill, if we consider it where skill is, if we are putting skateboarding in skill, which it really is. It's not like the first thing for a number of reasons, but it's also it's not the first on the list, but it's but there's probably some weaker examples. I mean, skateboarding is right up there. I mean, surfing would be surfing is skill. And when I did that list at West Quaddy Head, which if you scroll through the videos, you could probably find the one with the red and white striped lighthouse. So if you go to find that one, you'll see I did a video just about listing the known types of skill at the time that I had made a list on a box of pizza. But surfing and skateboarding were not on that list, because that was more of the hard skill rather than softer skill. If that's basically so the flow arts, juggling, slack would be the hard skill, because we know that they are directly connection with the skill culture. Skill culture is actually coming out of them, and these other ones they have their own cultures, surfing and skateboarding, and a big list. They're going to they have their own cultures already. And so we will be finding out, how that will happen, what those interactions will be like. In other words, in the future, we'll have a better idea of understanding what is skateboarding's relationship with skill community. What is how is breakdancing part of skill? Breakdancing is one of the things, evidently, that is being featured at SkillCon, which is also sort of a bit. I would say it's a bit of a strategic thing, because breakdancing did not have apparently, from what I gather, breakdancing did not have let's put it this way, breakdancing had a hard time at the Olympics. So providing a venue for competitive breakdancing is they're looking for that. So that's a way to bring in a community that might be looking for something. But with the example of breakdancing, where what is the object? So the object is me or a person moving my body and like the floor. So all of a sudden the floor becomes, or like a flat surface or a surface, or just dancing in general, or maybe another person. Like that's like all of a sudden becoming the other object that I'm interacting with when I'm doing breakdancing, and that's how it is getting connected with skill. Well, yeah, it's probably a good time to start wrapping up. So we got the roots of skill. Talked a lot about this mall in particular, maybe the futures of malls a little bit. We don't know. But in this, this is just this is sort of like in my environment, so I figured it would be just a good way to involve this in these skill videos that I'm doing. And yeah, the future of skill, culture, and how people, how we will, think of skill in the coming decade, etc., going forward. So, and the thing to kind of remember is just that like skill is, between at the root of it is one person with like basically one or multiple objects, and what the limitations of those objects are, and what the limitations of that person at the time, and what their how they're learning about that skill and learning to do those skills. So yeah, those are the main things here, and I just thought I'd end here with this sort of beautiful scene, this beautiful kind of setting, and also to do this. This is the only elevator I've ever seen where it opens at a 90-degree angle. So, find something new, you learn something new every day. Just, to me, that's the kind of stuff that's just, and it doesn't really go that far. It's like an access elevator. But, that's the kind of stuff that really, I really like that stuff. So, all right. Well, skill on, all y'all. And shout out to WJF. Shout out to SkillCon. Pendulette, I know he's involved with both of those. Been supporting juggling and skill type of things for decades. And then also all our skill vendors, people who are selling the equipment, juggling equipment, flow arts, many companies to name. That'll be for another video. All right. Till next one.